Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I see
Okay.
it.
All right. So we already did for the final. We did 1 through 20 already. Those are already done. Okay. So today, how sad. It's the last Zoom. And we did the final exam questions. Okay, so now let me do this real quick. Okay, so I need to do one of these critical thinking questions. Okay, so I'm not gonna do 1 to 20 already, those are already done. But I'm gonna do a question that we did that you have to kind of think about it, and I'll tell you which one. We did it already. We did it already once, but I'm gonna do it again. Okay. All right. So for you, for December 11, 21, you need to put in test number 1, test number 2, and test number 3, and then the final exam. Divide by 4. This is your grade right here. Got it? Test 1, test 2, test 3, and the final. Okay. That's how I get the grade ABC. All right. So and then that's due on this December 11. I guess it's midnight. The next day I'll check it the next day. So this is Saturday. So on Sunday I'll start looking on Sunday. Because I think everything has to be done by Monday and Tuesday. So I gotta have all your stuff by then. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And then I'll put it on ACES. Uh, the grades on ACES. Now I'm gonna give it to them probably on Monday. This is my plan is this. On Monday, which is Monday? What's Monday? 4, 5, 6. Is that December? No, the Monday after this. It'll be what? 11. Is that 13? Yes or no? You have a calendar? Look at that real quick. December 13th, that Monday.
Yes.
Okay. So on Monday, I'll put the grades in there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do the grades and I'm gonna put them in there on Monday, like probably around 5 p.m. or something like that. They'll be all in there. ABC, whatever it is, it's already in there. I'll give it to the ACES people. Now they have them, and then they gotta transfer it to you guys. Does that make sense? In other words, just because I did them, and just because they got them, doesn't mean they're gonna give them to you right away. They might wait for They might wait for chemistry, biology, physics, everybody else to turn their stuff in, and then they'll do it all at one time. So, but I'll put them in there for sure by Monday, 5 p.m. I'll put all the grades in there, ABCs, whatever they are. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
there's a test. It's like 148
Oh,
questions.
don't
We
do
don't need
that
to
one.
do that one, right? No?
Yeah, and then this one, same thing. The say Kelly 148. Don't do that one. That one's just like a pre-lab or something. Don't worry about this one. Just which ones? Test 1, 2, 3, and the final. Just those right there. Those 4
Okay,
things.
thank you.
Got it. All right. So this is the last Zoom, huh? Okay. All right. That's good. You know what? Because this is the last Zoom. Then I can. Then what I can do? I can retire. I don't have to work anymore. Right? Does that make sense? Then I can just go hang out in Mom Marge's, right? And eat Whataburgers every day. That'll be okay. I don't mind. To read math books. That'd be okay. For me, that's okay. All right. So let me do a critical thinking one. And when I'm thinking about that we did a while, we did this one here. Let me find it real quick and we'll do that one. Because that one is kind of like has a bunch of stuff going on. All right. So page 1, uh December 11, turn your stuff in by December 11. If you do that, that'd be great. Then I can just grade them the next day, and then on the 13th, I'll put them on the machine, send it up to the computer. Okay. Let's see what else I need. Let's see. So today's 12/1/21. Yep. Okay. All right. So let me do this one problem here. I'm just gonna do one problem, and then we'll stop after that. Okay. All right. The problem that I'm thinking about that would be good to do one more time is this one here. Uh, oh, this one here. Grandma's will. Okay, under this. Okay. Grandma's will. He's gonna pass away. He's all sad. Everybody's sad because he's going away, and you're sad too. But then you find out that the good news for you is that she has 100 apartments, and everybody pays her $500 to live there, and this money belongs to you because your name is on the will, and they belong to you. So first question. So right now you have 100, and everybody pays you $500. Go, give me a number from here. How much do you make per month right now? Do it in the calculator. What is 100 times 500?
It is 50,000.
Yeah. All right. So what that means to you is that because grandma passed away and she put your name in the will, the lawyer's going to read it and say, look, these apartments are yours now. And all the money that belongs to the apartment belongs to you now. So right now, from now on, every month, per month, you're going to make $50,000 every month from now on. Okay. Unless you change it. If you raise the price or something, then you make more money. So of course, you're going to say, well, what if I do that? What if I tell everybody, you know what? I want you to put $50 more in the envelope every time you give me money. And they tell you, you know what? 5 people are going to leave. You understand that? That's fine. I don't care. So is that good news or bad news for me? Let's see. That's 95 apartments are full. Everybody give me 550. So how much do I make now? What's 95 times 550? Then you calculate. Jug it.
52250.
So you went from 50,000 a month, and then because you told everybody, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta raise the rent. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. Now you're making 52,250 a month. Is that okay? Is that better for you? Yes, of course it is. Now, if that was okay, if you say, you know what? I want everybody to give me two $50 bills in the envelope now. Okay. And then that means that 10 people are going to disappear. Let's see, 90 times 500 plus 100. So now all you know that $600 for every apartment is there is full. So how much do you make now? Multiply those two numbers.
Okay, it is 54,000.
Okay, you make 54,000. So now here's another question for you. So it looks like every time I raise the rent, I make more money. Does that make sense? More money, more money, more money. Does that make sense? But also, I know what's going to happen is this. If I get greedy and I start raising the money too much, I'm going to get to this place called vertex, okay? That if I go beyond this number here, I'm going to start losing money. Does that make sense? I make more money, more money, more money. I want more money. And all of a sudden, oh man, I'm losing money. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Because I charge too much money and then a lot of people left. So I don't want to do that. All right, so let me write this thing. So what's going on is this. Let me write the function here. F of x is 100 minus 5x times 500 plus 50x. Okay, so every time you want more money, more people leave. Does that make sense for this setup right here? Y'all see it? Every time I get $50 more, 5 people leave. If I want two $50 bills, 10 people leave. Does that make sense? Y'all see what's going on right here? The more people, more money I want, less people I have.
Yes. Okay.
So I want to find, what I want to know is, this is what I want to know. I want to know, is there a way I can find the max of this thing? I want to know the most money I can make right away. I don't want to be messing with this. Raise it, and I raised it too much. I lost money that month, and I had to go backwards and like that. I don't want to do any of that junk. So now, this is called the vertex is the max. So now I know this is a formula. So I'm going to go to the next page and write the formula, okay? This formula, let me just copy it. On the next page. So now if I copy that problem over here, okay, so now we have f of x is 100 5x 500 plus 50x. Okay, this is the, we'll call this the grandma apartments or something. All right, so there they are. Your apartments from the wheel. So now I'm gonna FOIL all this thing out. And FOIL, you know what that means, right? It means 100 times 500. So somebody tell me the answer for that part. What's 100 times 500?
Is 50,000.
1,000. 1, 2, 3. Like this, 4 zeros.
Yes.
And then 100 times 50. That's 5,000x. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then minus 5 times that. It's gonna be negative 2,500x. Negative 5 times this is negative 250x to the second power. Is that right? So now, the next question I'm gonna ask you. Can I put the middle numbers together? Can I put this one with the check marks together? What do you think? How much is that? What is this and this? What's 5,000? Take away 2,500.
Okay, that is 2,500.
Yes, 2,500x. 50x squared. All right, so now I'm gonna rewrite it. Let me write it this way. Negative 250x squared plus 2,500x plus 50,000 of that. Okay. So now this is the new formula. I got it from that one right there. This one and this one are from the same. Y'all see that? How they're the same? So now I'm gonna do something called vertex. And the vertex, okay, is also called the max for this one. And you're gonna have to get A, you're gonna have to get B, and you're gonna have to give C. What do you think A is gonna be?
A is negative 250.
Yeah, just a number, 250. Exactly. What is B?
Is 2,500.
And what is C?
C is 50,000.
All right, there you go. So those are all the three numbers, A, B, and C. A, B, C, right? Now, the vertex, what is that thing? That looks like this. It's negative B over 2A. And then to find the answer, you go F of negative B over 2A. This is the way you set it up. Okay. So negative of B, what is B? What's B over here? What do you think it is? I'll help you. What do you think B is?
B is 2,500.
Yeah, 2500. And A, what is A?
Is negative 250.
Yep. All right. So F of 2,500 over 2 times negative 250. So now, right here, this one. So now this is going to be negative 2,500 over 2 times 250 is negative 500. F of negative 2,500 over negative 500 like this. So we have, what's 2,500 negative by negative 500 in the calculator? What do you think that's going to be? But the negative by a negative is a positive something. What do you think it is? What you get? There's two numbers right here. You write those numbers. Yeah, I got +5. Y'all get 5, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now 5f of 5. So I need to find out what is f of 5. So I'm going to go to the next step. Okay. I'm going to go page number 4. I'm going to find out what that is. So page number 4. So I know I have. Let me write down what I have so far. X is 100 minus 5x times 50x. And we pulled it out. We ended up with 250 x squared plus 2500x plus 50,000. So now this is what we have there. So now we have 5f of 5. So how do you find f of 5? How do you find this part? Can I just put it back in the original problem? Can I put it,
Yes.
yeah, I can put it here, right? This one here. Let's just try this one here. That one. All right, so I'm gonna put it in there. See what happens. Negative 250 times 5 squared plus 2500 times 5 plus 50,000. So 5 comma. Now you're gonna do that on the calculator though. But it's all this stuff in yellow. See this yellow thing right here? All this in yellow. What do you think that's gonna be? What's your answer? What is 250 times 5 squared? And I'll do it with you. Let me do it with you. Hang on a second. Okay, ready? I'll do it along. So I'm gonna go negative 250 parentheses 5 squared plus 2500 parentheses 5. Okay. Plus 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna hit enter. Ready? What'd you get?
I got 56250.
5, 6, and 250 like this? Yes or no? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is using this formula here. Let me use the other formula too. The first formula you have up there is this one, 100 minus 5x, and then you go 500 plus 50x. Okay, I'm going to do f of 5 for this one. So it's going to be 100, 5 times 5, and 500 plus 50 times 5. So f of 5 is 100 minus 25, and 500 plus 250. So f of 5 is going to be 75 times 750. So now on the calculator, do these numbers here. So what do you get for this? What do you get for this number here? So I got this. This one, what do you get for this one? Just multiply these two numbers right here. This number times that number.
All right. It is 56250.
5, 6, 250, like this.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So when I do it this way or this way, it doesn't matter which way I do it. It's gonna come out the same. Does that make sense? Whether I use that first one or the second one. So what that means is you tell everybody, give you 5 $50 bills more. And when they do that, they'll give you 250. Everybody's giving 250 more. And that means that you'll make this. In other words, if you were to draw a graph on this thing, that means that at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever that is, if you do the graph like this, this is going to be like the best right there. At 5, you're going to get 56, 250. Does that make sense? This is going to be the, and when you tell everybody, give me 5 $50 bills more, you're going to make the most money right away. Does that make sense? you're gonna make the maximum amount, the max money. Is that everybody okay with this part? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that you know how to do that. So let me go back to this again quickly. Okay. So I started with this one and I set it up with a function on the vertex of this thing. And we ended up the vertex was this number, and this number, and this is also the vertex right here. P-R-T. So now, we understand everything we got here. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the first. Can I go back to the first page? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go back to the first page. All right. So on this, that's what we have for this critical thinking thing. Okay, there's a problem. We figured out how to do it. Got the max of it. So now, so this is what I'm gonna do. So test number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. That's your final right here. This is your grade. Everybody understand this part right here with the circle in the blue is? Yes or no? Test 1, test 2, test 3. That's your final. This one, this one, this one. That divided by 4. That's what I'm gonna put for your grade. Does that make sense? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. So now that's what I'm gonna do for that one. And I'll put it on ACES, like I told you, on December 13th. I'll put it in there. But they'll have it, but I don't know what's gonna happen. They have because it depends when they finish everything off. Okay. All right. Again, y'all need some extra money. You know where to go. Ta-da. Or you can go here and enjoy your breakfast or whatever you have here. All right. So now, yay. All right. So now let me get this out of here. All right. Next question I'm gonna I'll tell you is go ahead and once you finish and you get your grade, you say, all right, I got an A, I got a B, whatever you get. You ever heard of this thing here? Read My Professor. You ever heard of that thing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Go in there and then put things that put in there and say things like, well, to make this class better, we should have had like more tests, or we should have had more homework, or we should have had or maybe it's okay to say, no, it's okay. I don't want more quizzes. I don't want more homework. So I'm saying, whatever you want to say, or say, yeah, this class is okay like it was, or I can change it to make it this. Because you're not gonna put your name on it. You just say whatever you want to say. Does that make sense? You say, I took college algebra, 2021, algebra, whatever, and this is what I thought. And this was it hard, easy, medium? I don't know. Whatever you think it's gonna be, you say this, okay? You know where that is, right? Go to Rate My Professor internet.
Yes.
Yeah, but once you get your grades on Monday, they should be there. Once you get your A or B, whatever it is, hey, all right, time to say this. That makes sense. All right, and then this is the answer, and the answer is this. This is the last Zoom. We're not gonna have next week is just final exams, so that they're just giving final exams for everybody. But your finals stuff is due on when? December 11th. So you all have to December 11th to finish everything up. Does that make sense? So by midnight, December 11th, then the next day I'll start looking at stuff, but not too after that. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question for you. I'm gonna ask you a question. So how could I make this class easier? You think? What could I do to make it easier? If I ever did this, how would I make that easier? You think? You think the examples are okay? You think the step solutions are okay?
Yes.
You think using a graphing calculator is okay too?
Yes.
Think that helps? And then also giving you the formulas. You think that helps you when you do this stuff?
Yes.
Think that works okay like that?
Yes.
So using the calculator is a good thing. Doing the step-by-step solutions is okay. And then the videos, did the YouTube videos help y'all?
Yes, it did.
It does help you? Okay. All right, and you just go to my website, right? Alvarez Math Help and open them.
Yes.
All right. So another thing is once you do the videos and stuff, you might want to give them to your friends because I know somebody's gonna take either they're taking college algebra right now, so you might want to tell them to look at the videos. Maybe that helps them. Maybe or they might take it in January or in the summer 1 or summer 2. But the videos I leave when I post the videos, I just leave them there. Does that make sense? I don't take them down. I just leave them up. I just add more videos. Does that make sense? So I always try to get more videos, more stuff. Another thing I'm doing, I'm gonna do for and I don't know if you know any kids that are in high school. Okay, if you know kids in high school, okay, right now they're in high school and they gotta take like what is it called? Algebra 1, the star. You heard of that one? Okay, so I'm gonna do some of this stuff too for the kids from the high school. If you have friends or brothers, sisters, or cousins or something that's gonna they have to take this STAR test and pass it. Otherwise, they don't go to the next grade. You know what I'm talking about? You don't pass the STAR test, too bad. You stay where you are, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm doing some of those. I'm gonna do some of those like probably this week, next week. I'm gonna stick them on the internet for that. It'll say Algebra 1 star or something like that. Does that make sense? I think it says Algebra 1 star. I think I put 58 questions or something like that. But that's not me. I'm gonna put in anyway. So if you know kids, they're in high school, they need to take Algebra 1. Tell them to look at that before they take their STAR test, so they'll pass it. Does that make sense? That way they'll be better prepared. Okay, and so you have anything to say to me? Anything that could make it better? What do you think? Tell me. Slower, faster? What do you think?
Keep the way it is, but try try to make the lecture a little bit like try to what do you call it slow down the lecture a little bit so
Oh,
people.
okay. Yeah, so write the steps. Step 1, wait a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like write the steps, but then stop. Write the steps and wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So write the steps, wait a little bit, write the steps, wait a little bit, write the steps, wait a little bit. And actually maybe I should do is write the problems and say, okay, can I go next step? Yes or no? If you say no, can't wait. Something like that. Maybe that might be the way to do it. What do you think? Maybe I said, yeah, okay, then I'll go next steps. Like that. Yeah, so we slow it like that, step by step, but slow it down a little bit. Okay, I can do that. That sounds good, man. When I do these. All right, so everybody ready? Test 1, 2, 3, the final, by 4, that's your grade. This is the last Zoom, so next week there's no more Zooms. So Monday, Wednesday, nothing. And then you're just gonna turn in your stuff on that December 11th, and I'll start grading them, and I'll put it in there, add it up, average it, and that's it. Just do it A or B or whatever it is. Okay? And then don't worry about this one. Doesn't matter. Just everybody got that one done. It doesn't matter. You already got credit for that one. Doesn't matter. Okay, does that make sense for the 148?
Yes.
So once you finish this, go to Remap Professor, put something in there, whatever it is, good, bad, whatever you want to put in there. Put good things, bad things, good, it was too slow, it was too fast. Whatever you're thinking of, we might make it better, say that. Okay, for me, or it might help some other people too. Okay. Also, yes, I am gonna do this thing too. See this thing right here, retire. This is my last semester. I'm not gonna teach anymore after this. I'm done. I'm gonna do some other stuff. That makes sense? All right. So we should get some new instructors next year in January. Maybe better, right? Maybe better than me. You never know, right? Maybe a lot better. We'll see. You'll see. So anyway, yes, I ain't gonna do this line right here. Stop this semester and I'm done. December 30th, I'm done. But it's been fun. I had a lot of fun teaching your classmen. I thought it was good. So anyway, so it's been an honor, man, working with you guys. Big time honor. So now, last thing I want you to do, once you get your grades, I want you to rate my professor, write whatever you want to write. It was good, bad, fast, slow, whatever you think it was, say it. Can y'all do me that favor?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, man. Anyway, so I am gonna retire land out of here. And so we should get new guys. We should hire some new guys for January. We'll get some new professor guys coming in. So hopefully I'm sure they'll be all super smart. You know, we'll see how they work. All right, guys. Anything else you want to tell me before I leave? Get out of here.
Well, I'd say thank you for teaching me this semester and helping me this semester. And I've learned a lot, and I've enjoyed your class. So that's what I say is thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I enjoyed it too, man. It was like I said, first it was really hard, this internet stuff on Zoom, but now I like it a lot. And so, but this is the last, like I said, this is the last semester. I'm gonna be done. So I'll get, like I said, I'll get the grades out. You'll be all happy with your grades. Don't worry. Read my professor, say things you want to say, and I'll read them. When semester's over, like in January, February, I'll read these things. I'll pop them and then read them and see what kind of things are good or not. And then also tell your friends about this, because I'm gonna start doing the star algebra 1, because I know kids have a really hard time with this algebra 1. This is like all the high school kids, man, they always have a hard time with algebra 1. So I'm making some of the star algebra 1, which they take like in March, April, May. That's when they take them. But I'm gonna do these, okay? So give it to them, help them out, okay? Tell them to get one of these machines too, so they can use it when they get to college algebra, like you guys. All right, man. Well, good luck with your stuff. Good luck with all your classes, and congratulations on finishing this class. And on, like I said, December 13th, you'll have your grades. I'll put them in there. Okay.
All right.
All right, man. I'll turn it off. I'll try to stop in 30 seconds.
All right. Thank you.